Good Monday morning. Is it morning? It might be, I think it's noon already. So afternoon. Welcome back. It's been a while, I think. I thought I would just sit down. I'm trying to clean up, and cleaning up means getting rid of scraps for me. And I mean, well, if I flipped my camera around, you would see the disaster that is my art room. But we're not gonna show that because it's bad. Anyways, so I thought it'd be fun. I had this idea the other day to do for a way to get rid of scraps and use up some of my composition notebooks because you know those are my favorite. I even designed a line of my own, which I'm going to plug real quick here because why not? Because I can. Yet I haven't even used one of my own except for to write notes down for work. But anyways, these are just a few. I don't have a whole lot left. I have some smaller ones too. So these are, I think these are 5.5. I don't know how big these are. These are 5.25 by 8, which I thought they were supposed to be 5.5. I don't know, whatever. And you can get them on Amazon. They're only $4.99. So if you guys need a new notebook, even if it's a glue book, a nice cheap option. The paper's decent. One of these days I'll do a pen test and show you guys do more in depth on these. But so anyways, I designed them because I love composition size notebooks. But somehow, I don't know. I don't want to use them. I don't want to dirty the pages. Not yet anyways. So I'll do my 50-cent composition notebooks. Anyways, I'm babbling. My idea was to get rid of scraps. Because, you know, as paper crafters, we have so many of them. And I'm sure I saw this somewhere. Honestly, I don't remember who. And I don't know if this was like their intention for getting rid of scraps or if this just happened to be how they were using their book and using a glue book. But so I decided that I was going to do every other page in my composition notebook and leave the back page lined to write notes. And then if I decided later I could paint over this, decorate it. If I really liked it, I could scan it. Am I in frame? I am. I could scan it or whatever. But for the most part, it's just a way to get rid of the excess amount of scraps that I have, but still have a lined notebook. So I started this last night while I was watching AJ's Inspired Life, I believe. I was watching her live and she was getting her notebook ready. So that's when I started this. I'm only four pages and then we're going to start number 5. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of catch up, chit chat, see how far I can get because I haven't done a video in a while. I don't know how well this glue is going to hold up over time. I think I've said this before in my videos. I hate this glue. It's really dark in here. Hold on. Let me open my blinds a little bit more. It's finally feeling like fall in Arizona. Oh, wow. It is not. I don't think that helped with lighting at all. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, yeah, it's finally feeling like fall, so I'm pretty excited. I was able to have all the windows and the front door open till about a half an hour ago, and then it shot back up into the 80s, so yeah, then it'll cool off again tonight. But so we're just gonna kind of go through, chit chat, throw some scraps down, mostly scraps that I know I'm not gonna use for anything crazy. Using up the smaller scraps. So how have you guys been? What's new? What are you working on? I can't believe it's already October. It has been a crazy few weeks. I went on my first little solo van life trip last week. I had to cut it short because the weather was terrible, which I'm not opposed to bad weather. However, I didn't realize how loud it was going to be in my vehicle. And I also didn't realize how claustrophobic I was going to be in my van, which makes me super sad. It's not a deal breaker. I mean, I'm still obviously going to spend as much time as I can on the road, but it was an eye-opener, that is for sure. The van is fine until I go to close up for the night. So I have this thing where I have to put in my blackout blinds at night, even though I'm at a campsite or BLM land or wherever I am by myself. There's nobody around. I don't know. I have this weird safety thing where I feel safer if nobody can see inside. I don't know. I don't know if that's weird or normal. But anyways, so once I do that, I feel so claustrophobic in my van. So claustrophobic. Which kind of sucked. And then, so the second day, the first night was, I learned so much. The first night was great. I had a really great, inexpensive campsite. I decided to stick with paid campsites for this trip just because I knew I had bathrooms and I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just wanted a few amenities, if you will. And the first day was great. I got to the campsite. I got a great, what I thought was a great spot, but it ended up being right at the entrance to where all the RVs, not RVs, ATVs and the dirt bikes and things were driving through. So it was fine until later in the evening, and then it just got crazy loud. And by that time, the way you have to do it, I don't know that I could have moved sites. And then I had already made up my mind that night that I wasn't going to stay at that site another night just because I didn't have cell service. I knew he was probably worried because I wasn't able to let anybody know that I had made it to my campsite or anything. So I already knew that I wasn't going to stay another night in that location. So I headed into town, made my calls that I, was safe. Everything was good. Spent some time in town, went and got some breakfast. And then decided that I didn't want to come home yet. So I was going to stay at least another night, maybe 2, maybe 3. And then it was fine. I got to a new site. Everything was great. It was perfect. I went on a little hike. I, got some reading and writing done, which is really what I love the most about it. And then it started raining, which normally what is going on here? I absolutely love rain. It's calming for me. But again, it's incredibly loud in a van that's not insulated to be an RV. So I did not sleep, and it rained. I mean, it came down so hard. It was a couple times it scared me because I was staying up where I was. It was nothing but pine trees, and with the wind and the rain and the thunder and the pine cones falling on top of my van, it literally woke me up out of a dead sleep. And yeah, good times. So I didn't get any sleep, and then I couldn't cook because the next morning I had to wait for a break in the rain to even tear everything down that I had left outside, not thinking that it was going to rain all night. So that was an interesting adventure. So I ended up going back into town again, just to get coffee and food because like I said, I couldn't make coffee or anything. That is the one downfall to the whole van life situation if you don't have a full build, is that you can't cook inside of it. I couldn't do my propane stove, that's super dangerous. So don't recommend that. But I couldn't even have coffee, and yeah. So I was a little disappointed that I had to cut my trip short. But honestly, in the few days that I was gone, I did learn a ton. I do know that a van is not going to cut it for me long term. So I am on the hunt for an RV. I know which one I want. I went and toured them, and they're expensive. And I'm honestly debating on selling everything I own and just doing RV life full time. I know, it's an old person thing, right? I don't think so. I don't want to wait until I'm too old to enjoy life and being outdoors to do this. So that's where I'm at with that. So in the meantime, I am trying to get all of my work income stuff situated so that I can afford to be on the road full time. I mean, never mind the fact that I want to buy a $90,000 RV. Unless well, I really don't want to spend that much money. I'll try and find a used one, but that is the goal. So I am working on, well, that doesn't match at all. I guess it doesn't matter. These don't have to match. I'm working on a lot of digital stuff, which is super exciting. I'm going to be offering a lot of digital printables at a reasonable price. I am starting a Patreon, which I'm really excited about. I debated back and forth on that for a while. So I've decided I'm just going to go for it. So I'm still working on the tiers, what I'm going to have for each tier, how many tiers I'm going to have. Obviously, they will be very affordable tiers, and then maybe a little bit more pricey ones, but those will include product, actual mailed out product. So I'm still trying to figure it all out. It's a lot of information. I'm not super familiar with Patreon, so stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the week, which, I mean, if I was really going for that goal, I wouldn't be playing in this little glue book right now. Oh, that's funny. Oh, well. It works. I'm literally just being super random. I like that as... Oh, let's do some Project Life cards because I have an overabundance of those. Oh, that's pretty. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of my update. Work's been kind of slow. It's weird. Usually this is a busy season for my photography. And I don't know if people just aren't doing family photos this year or if there's just so much freaking competition that I'm not getting the business that I used to. So if you're in Arizona and you need some family photos done, I have a few sessions available for mini sessions in October. I'll leave a link in the description. My guess is not a whole lot of people on here are even local to Arizona. So, but if you know anybody, spread the word. It's tough these days being self-employed. What else is new? These are cute. They're so little. Oh, I like that. I don't think I want to use that in there though. What else? Have been in a major funk since I ended my 75 hard challenge. Have not been working out like I should be. I'm an all or nothing kind of girl, and I literally just, I don't know what my deal is. Especially the weather's nicer. Like, I like working out in my garage when it's nicer out. I just haven't felt like it, so I need to get back into that. What else? Ooh, have you guys all picked out, like, if you're a planner, have you picked out your planner for next year? I decided I wasn't going to do a planner because if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I've been using a composition notebook planner system for the rest of this year. And I've been using some printables that are happy planner size. And that's been working out really well. But I don't know, I just had the urge to go back to Hobonichi, and where is it even? I bought my first Hobonichi Weeks, and I put the cover on it, and I'm really excited. This is it. I got the mint, I think is what color it is. I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a Weeks before, so I was not expecting the cover to be soft. I don't know if there's different covers or if the Mega is more of a hardcover. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as I can, it's going to get destroyed anyway. But I like the size of it. I think this is going to work well for me. So we'll see. Maybe I'll start doing some plan with me's on this. I have a ton of ideas for what I want to do with some of these pages that I'm probably not going to use, you know, like the note pages and things like that. But also, if you have any good companies that do Weeks stickers, I'm trying to do very minimal stickers or sticker kits in this. Mostly just, it's going to be functional. So, but I mean, I still like to decorate. So, leave me a comment with your favorite stores. And then I also have a Midori. I bought these so long ago and I haven't used it yet. So I have an A5 Midori for, I think this is going to be my daily journal next year. And then I have, because I do love the Hobonichi paper, I have a Stalogy B6. No, A6. So this is a little one. So I'm kind of excited. I've never worked in something this small. But those are my random side note things. See, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the bumps and stuff? I don't know how practical that's going to be to write on, but we'll see. Oh, we need to trim this. Oh, while I was out camping last week, when I went into town, there's a really cool bookstore. And they had, they actually had the Traveler's Notebook products, I think. Is that the brand? I don't know. All I know is Traveler's Notebook is a specific size. I don't even think that's right. Whatever. But they had a case of fountain pens. And I have been wanting to get a new fountain pen. They're so expensive. So I did get, where is it? What did I do with it? I got the, how do you say this? Kaweco Sport in Fine in the mint color. And I love this pen. I have been using it like crazy. Unfortunately, on this kind of paper, it bleeds through. And then I got the Paradise Blue and the Summer Purple refill inks because they were inexpensive. I want to say they were like $3.50. So I'm excited that I have that. I've just embraced the fact that I am a multiple book kind of girl. I can't just work in one book. I wish I could. I'd have better luck finishing it. But all right, let's see. We're not, oh yeah, we'll use that as tip-in or something in a journal. No, maybe I don't want to use these in here. I've been saving them for years. You can tell how old they are by the calendar on the backs of these. I don't know what year this was from. None of them say, but I'm guessing prior to 2014. All right. You know what I am missing? No, maybe I'm not. Maybe this is... Maybe this is all the little scraps I have, which means I'm actually... There's fabric in here, which we're not going to use right now, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job of whittling this down. That's exciting. All right, let's see. guess it doesn't matter. They don't, no, there's tags in here. They don't have to like coordinate. It doesn't have to be, I don't need something that small. It doesn't have to be all matchy-matchy. The whole point was just to quickly glue things down. Oh, that's clearly not me. I don't know. It's hard for me to do things quickly. What else is new? Been loving being able to catch some live journaling videos. Like I said, last night I caught 2 of AJ's Inspired Life, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. I had so much fun. I don't have a lot of crafty friends that share my craftiness or my creativeness, and I'm really more of a solo creator anyway. I feel like I should be taping all of this down. So it was kind of nice. It was kind of like, you know, having your girlfriends around to chit chat with while you created. So I did enjoy that. We had some really great, oh, that's not long enough. Great chats about fitness and health and team sports and all kinds of stuff. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know if this step right here is necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway. Where's my bone folder? Especially if I decide to add paint, it'll just kind of just reinforce the spine. Since you can't really tear pages out of these books because they're all, dang it, they're all connected. I lost my train of thought. I'm just trying to get rid of, like I said, scraps and even masking. I have so much masking tape. My narcissistic ex was a, I don't know, self-proclaimed handyman or painter or something. And I always made him bring me like tape and supplies that I could use in crafting so I didn't have to pay for it. It's the only thing he contributed to our relationship. Anyways. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this book. I guess I'll know once I fill it up. I was going to do it. I have these really fun, large sewing books that I got at a thrift store. And I thought I would use those for this, but I don't know. I can't bring myself to... I just can't bring myself to use them right now. I will at some point, but I don't know when. It just won't be anytime soon. I don't know. They're vintage. They're, I want to say from the 60s through the 80s. They are the Lifetime... Life people? I don't know. My mom had them when I was a kid, and that's honestly why I bought them. And they have really fun covers. So I think it's going to be, I'm going to do something with those on my Patreon because I have a ton of them, and I might actually include those in a tier. I don't know. We'll see. I want it to be something different. I mean, there's some really cool Patreons out there, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So I want it to be different. And I want to offer something that you can't just get anywhere else. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to put it all together. You know, I saw, who did I see do this? And it made so much sense. Let's see, to get that right in the crease. Oh, that's not straight at all. Okay, that's like, maybe it only works with smaller pieces. of tape. Oh, I went, yes, no, what is today? Today's Monday. Sunday, I went to the movies for the first time in like 2 years. We went and saw the new James Bond movie, which was good. I'm a huge James Bond fan. I don't know, it reminds me of my childhood and Sundays, it being on the old James Bond being on TV. It was good. It was almost 3 hours, which James Bond movies never feel like they're that long because they're so action-packed. It wasn't Daniel Craig's best film. I think this was his last. I don't want to give any spoilers away if you're looking forward to going to see it. So it was good. It was good, except for the group of people sitting next to me that decided to have a full-on conversation through the entire movie. That was not good. I already don't enjoy going to the movies during busy times. But since everything is back up open, there's really not a quiet time to go to the movies anymore. And so, yeah, there was that. It was fine. I mean, it was loud enough, but it was just annoying. Just annoying, but it was a good movie. And so the next weekend we are going to Fear Farm, which is like a haunted attraction outdoors here. We didn't get to go last year because obviously lockdown, and so this year they reopened, they moved, it's a larger venue. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go see the new Halloween movie, which I don't have high hopes for because the last one was great until the end, but it is spooky season, so I'm looking forward to that. And where are we at here? That's it, really. There's not a whole lot of new movies. I do want to see the new Addams Family movie. I did see the first one, and it was cute, so I do kind of want to go see the other one. Let's do... do something with Joe. No, let's not. What other little scraps do I have to use? What's in here? I think that, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on right now. It's hiking season, so that's fun. I'm looking forward to getting in a lot of hikes. I just bought my first annual pass for some trails out here, which is exciting. It's usually $7 every time I go hiking, which as it cools off is probably 2 or 3 times a week. So I got a pass for all the different trails at certain parks out here, which was only, I'm gonna say $85 for the year, so that'll pay for itself in a couple weeks. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired today. It's probably because I haven't worked out. Oh, I like a good neutral page. Just using what we have. Using what we have. If you guys have any cool ideas for what I should use this book for, let me know. I think I know what I'm going to use it for, but I am open to suggestions. Halloween printable, but that's okay. Oh, no, I already have brown in there. I don't want to do another one. So have you guys seen any movies, done anything for the first time since lockdown? Tell me about it. I want to know. Oh, I should have just started gluing down instead of laying it out, because now I'm not going to remember. Oh my god, I am so sorry, you guys. I don't know what my deal is. I am tired today, apparently. Oh, that was quick. All right, let's see. Usually I'll take a picture so I don't forget where everything is gonna go. That's okay. That's fine. Do you guys have like fall things that you do that are like a tradition that you weren't able to do last year that you're looking forward to doing this year? I'm excited because it's, what do you call it? Honeycrisp apple season. Those are my favorite apples, and they're actually huge and in stock everywhere and not ridiculously overpriced. So that's my fall happy. I'm really looking forward to the colder weather though, turning off my air conditioning and not having a $300 electric bill every month. That's honestly what I look forward to the most about fall and winter out here. It's cooled off early this year, but I have a feeling we're gonna get another heat wave. It's just usually how it works. Normally our first like real cool day is Halloween night when it cools off into like, you know, the 80s. But I think this year it's going to be pretty chilly on Halloween, which is exciting. I don't get a whole lot of trick-or-treaters. I actually didn't get any last year. They were in my neighborhood, but I didn't get any. It was weird. And I had my lights on and everything. So I haven't even bought candy yet. Oh, we'll see. I'm not doing anything. I'm not dressing up this year or anything. It's been a couple years since I've dressed up and done anything for Halloween. Was that even Halloween? That you don't remember. I'm getting old. I don't remember a lot of things. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. Do you guys dress up? Do you have littles that you take trick-or-treating? I don't have kids, so... And here's a fun story. As a child, Halloween scared the crap out of me. I've never been trick-or-treating. And I literally just... Like, I love horror movies and I love all things Halloween. But I just went to my first haunted house 2 years ago. I have a very real fear of masks. It was something that happened when I was little. It was a total accident, but it just kind of stuck with me. And I hate masks. So going to haunted houses and things like that is fairly new for me. Now that I'm in my late 40s. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it now. I mean, I still get a little creeped out with masks. And they don't even have to be scary masks. Any kind of masks. Anybody covering their face kind of freaks me out. So that's a story I will maybe someday go into. It's kind of funny, but not really. I'll just use it. I feel like I'm wasting paper. Who knows if I'm actually going to do anything with this book. Yeah, my best friend's little girl this year, she is going to be a sea lion trainer. She's obsessed with the sea lions at the zoo. They have an annual pass and they go probably at least once a week. So she's going to be a sea lion trainer. So that'll be cute. That's really boring right there, and I don't like that. So I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to find something else that, yep, that's what I'm going to do. What else? What else? No. Can you hear my neighbor's dogs? They are going crazy. I don't know what my neighbors order on Amazon, but they get at least one delivery a day. And I'm nosy and I want to know what it is. But the dogs freak out. The dogs cannot handle when, if I go, like I have to go pull up my trash cans because it was trash day. The dogs are going to try to come through the front window at me. And it's weird because they're home. And I don't know how they don't hear their dogs. But whatever. All right, another one done. We're just trucking along here. I feel like I just bought these composition notebooks, but that can't be because I got them during back to school, and school started a while ago. So I guess I've had them for a while. I only bought 2 this year because I have so many other journals and notebooks that I need to use. So I don't know. There's something about a composition notebook that I don't feel bad destroying it or using it or not using it. It's like, it was like 49 cents, whatever. I eventually use them all. It just sometimes takes me a while. This is my favorite bone folder, by the way. If you don't have one, you should definitely get one. I got it on Amazon. I think it was $10. The original one that came out, I want to say is like $40, and no, I'm way too cheap for that. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages done. Woo. I don't like these bubbles. I honestly don't like this glue, but I'm trying to use it before I buy more. I should be using my Yes paste, but that is messy. So I'm definitely not going to use that. Yes, I keep these because I make things with those too, because, you know, as a crafter, aren't we all hoarders? I think we are. Oh, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I made some little, these little doodads. Little collage days of the week for journaling. They're very dimensional, so I'm still working on the digital file, but I'm turning them into digital files so that they don't take up too much bulk in your book. So I'm excited to release those at some point. I'm nervous to release digitals because the market's so oversaturated, so I'm trying to do things that are different, right? And then I also ordered some postcards. Journaling cards, what have you. I am waiting for those. I'm hoping for like a big website launch and Patreon launch. Well, Patreon will be hopefully by the end of this week, beginning of next week, but then my website I'm hoping to be done by the end of the month so that I can do like a holiday thing. We'll see. We'll see if I actually do the website. It's a lot of work and it's expensive to run my website, so I just can't do Etsy. I can't get on board with their practices. I had Etsy a long time ago when it was handmade vintage, and now it's just like a drop ship. It's like a drop ship company, and it makes me sad because it's not what it was intended for. And then, I don't know, they're kind of shady. Oh, let me show you real quick too. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. I think I'm getting bored with this, that's why. So then I also have these digitals that I've been working on. So I set a goal to try to get 4 to 6 digitals done and ready that are more for art journaling and just regular journaling. So let's see, we'll take a look real quick. So I did these. These are like just days like 31. There's 31 and then a blank, and then a couple journaling cards and maybe some quotes that you could do tip-ins as journaling cards, whatever. These were just my test prints just to see how the size and everything, how they printed out. That is the same thing. Not sure. This one I really like. This is super fall. It's kind of hard to see. There's probably a glare. So then we've got days of the week, the months, 1 through 0, or 0 through 9, whatever. Some quote bubbles, a little journaling card. This one, if you were on my Instagram, I don't know, a week ago, if you messaged me, you would have gotten this for free just to test out. These I was playing with in my journal, so these are just scans of little pieces of art that I've made. I'm doing journaling cards out of. This is the same. That's the same. These were just test prints on different paper. You can actually see, this is why I test them out so much, because depending on the paper, depends on, you can't really tell. Like, this is a really high quality paper. I think it's Xerox, but it's smooth, it's thick, the color is just much more brilliant than on regular cheap copy paper that I got probably from Costco. I'm not a fan of this paper. I bought it for tea or coffee dyeing and it just falls apart, but yeah, you can kind of see the difference. I don't know if you can tell. Am I even in frame? No. And then, oh, this is kind of before I put the journaling boxes and the numbers on there. Oh, this is Better Day Boutique. This is one of their freebies. And I actually forgot that I had loose leaf Tomoe River paper. And I printed it on that just to see how my printer would take this paper. And then that way when I go to use it, if I want to use this in my Hobonichi or my Stalogy notebook, it blends it'll be like seamless. So obviously the paper is the same color, so you won't, when I cut them out, you won't really be able to tell. It'll look like it's actually on the paper. So that's that. I'm working on more printables, digitals. I'm trying to decide if I want to do stickers, like physical sticker sheets or not. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm kind of all over the place. This is the problem when you have ADHD. You are literally all over the place. Literally. Again, I mean, you can tell from this video, I'm just everywhere. And the sad thing is I'm not even going to edit it to cut out all my babble. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, I think this is where we're going to end it, though. If you guys have any ideas for what I can do with this notebook, other than what I originally had intended, let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Hopefully it won't be long before I put out my next video. Oh wow, that's all kind of already sticking out of my notebook. I love when my notebooks get like this, don't you? Like, this makes me really happy. One last thing before I go is my daily journal. I am so excited that I'm almost done with this, but I love when it starts to get chunky like this. I literally started adding pages just so that they were done so that I could start journaling on them. And it'll give me a sense of it being done quicker, even though it's probably going to take me forever to finish this. Yeah, this is why I don't like this for daily journaling on just this paper, is because you can see that was my tumble markers and they just went through. But I am almost, let's see, I have this much left. So I don't know how many pages that is, but hopefully I can get those done and decorated before the end of the week. And then I'm hoping by the end of October, this will just be done and I can put it away and start my next journal. But we'll see. Best laid plans, right? All right. Anyways, you guys have a great week. I will talk to you soon. Hopefully I will see you guys all out there on the interwebs, on Instagram, YouTube. That's really all I have. I don't have any other social media because those two waste enough of my time. Anyways, have a great rest of your week, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.